It's the middle of September, and I've been busy as ever. First things first, a video recommendation. I recently completed my list of top 10 American anime characters, which has met with good success. It's 30 minutes long. I didn't think it would turn out longer than the length of an anime episode. Other ethnic and nationality themed lists will be made in the future, with the next one being the top 10 Hispanic anime characters. Now onto the pickups. This time there isn't any JoJo manga since I already have them all. I'm still working on part 7, but I also finally sat down and started reading my JoJo volumes, and I'm nearly halfway through Phantom Blood. Now that I'm reading JoJo in this format, it's not really comfortable. Most of the time I'm worried about staining them with fingerprints. Not to mention, the extra weight makes your arms tired very quickly. The reason I bring this up is because of this purchase being the Queen Emeraldas manga. This is one of the few old manga from 1978 that actually got licensed. This series is about the space pirate Emeraldas and a boy named Hiroshi, who venture into space searching for freedom and following their own creed of honor. The series is about 4 volumes long, but the English release is an omnibus format, which may be 2 or 3 volumes long. It was originally released in July 26, 2016 by Kodansha Comics. No idea when the next volume is supposed to come out, but the book itself is really good quality. The pages are the type of paper you would get in school textbooks, so it's really durable and thick. In comparison to the JoJo volumes, I find the size of this manga to be more comfortable to read, but there's still a problem. See that? It's my fingerprint. For some reason, fingerprints are easily made on dark panels. In the complete opposite, the JoJo volume's hardcover leaves fingerprints, while the inside is safe. I already made a manga review for this series, but I might update the video given the official release of this manga. So next up is more manga, such as One Punch Man. I have all of the available volumes being 1 through 8. Volume 9 is coming out in November. Meanwhile, 10 and 11 will pop out next year in 2017. There's not much to say since everyone already knows about this series. The new content will be the extra stories at the end of each volume, which are honestly heavy on story more than the actual series, such as the Cont chapter in Volume 7. The dub is still airing on Toonami and it's nearly done, so more than likely, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure will start airing on that time slot. If you weren't aware, Viz Media confirmed Phantom Blood to air on Toonami in October. A Blu-ray for Phantom Blood is supposed to come out, but there's some disputes between Viz Media and Warner Brothers who hold the DVD rights. Because of this, people have been speculating if the dub will change or not. By October, we'll find out what's happening. So, getting back to One Punch Man, Viz Media should be announcing a home video release sooner or later. The English dub for One Punch Man has definitely been an enjoyable experience, and I found myself liking it more in English, although there's a lot of big name voice actors in the Japanese version. Hopefully the next thing on Viz Media's list would be an English dub for Terra Formars. It's been a long time since it's aired, and the manga's already licensed. What's the holdup? And the last of the manga pickups is My Hero Academia. After watching the anime, I only bought the 3 volumes that continue the story, being 3, 4, and 5. This is a manga that definitely needs to be read officially, since the online scans aren't the best. The translation is legible enough to know what's going on, but some character dialogue just doesn't sound right with Izuku saying things like dude and man. The manga is still young, as volume 6 will be released in November, and Japan currently has 10 volumes. My Hero Academia is barely over 100 chapters, but despite its youth, the story holds a lot of promise. Many people have been comparing this to One Punch Man, but here's the thing. Just because they're both superhero anime doesn't mean they're the same in tone. I mean, Berserk and The Slayers are both fantasy series, but they're different enough to go their separate ways. Hero Academia has definitely become a favorite, and I want to make a review, but I'm not sure whether to wait until Season 2 comes out, or maybe review the series by season. I'm still debating about it since the anime will quickly animate most of the available manga material. If you haven't tried out the series, the beginning does seem a bit cliché in shonen standards, but by superhero terms, brings more diversity. The first season is basically the superhero origin movie, and by Season 2 onward, it begins to be more creative in its Shonen Jump demographic, but definitely excels as a superhero anime. Think of it as a Battle Shonen X-Men School of Mutants, just without the racism. My Hero Academia is also very Americanized, especially with the character All Might. If you're curious about the author, there will be a link in the description which features a Crunchyroll article of his fan art. For almost anything geeky, even Devilman! Another thing I picked up is this little keychain of Ryuko from Kill la Kill. And that's basically everything for this month, so on to what I've been watching and the updates of future videos. I recently finished Assassination Classroom and it's alright. The second season definitely raised the stakes, but at the same time, there are some moments that prevented me from really liking it. It's a good series, but how good will depend on your interest. Basically, it has a good ending and thankfully doesn't suffer from a rushed or forced conclusion. I need to review it at some point, but until then, you're gonna have to make do with the review of Season 1. Currently, a review I'm editing is New Fist of the North Star, an OVA series of 3 episodes. The amount of thought I put into that will take considerable time to edit. Meanwhile, I've been writing stuff down for other top list material. I'm really hoping to bring something manly related by the end of the month, or more than likely the first week of October. A Dragon Ball themed video is in the works, being the second anime experience. In other words, how I got into anime. The Lost Q&A anime special is nearly complete, as I'm working on part 6 and the final question shall be answered on part 7. Aside from those things, you may see some short reviews on the side, some weekly podcasts of random topics, re-uploads of old videos, but I really hope to bring new content as fast as I can. I'm the anime hero, or the manly anime hero, but I'll always review anime so you can enjoy it.